Sauerthausen, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paulini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Talking Tennis. Watch along. Diane, Parry, and Venus Williams. We're a game into this already. Parry just held serve to 30, so excited for this match. See how it turns out. I think this is going to be this match will be a bit of an indicator, I feel like, of where Venus Williams goes from here. I think lots of her comeback over the last few months has been fairly well documented, and I'm sure many of you watching know about her current losing streak at the moment. 7 straight matches in singles, and lost, I believe, 11 of 12 overall. So I think this match is interesting against Diane Parry, who's ranked just outside of the top 100 in the world. Came through qualifying here. A couple of solid wins in qualifying. Elizabeth Manlick and then Lulu Sun in the last round of qualifying to make the main draw. And then draws a legend of the sport. Round 1 in Indian Wells, Tennis Paradise. Williams serving right now. Catches her serve. It is a very windy day in Indian Wells. So especially on some of these outer courts, or not like the main stadium court, it's very, very windy out there. All right, 30 love. Williams kind of rolls a serve in there. Those Parry to neutralize pretty quickly, come into the net. Both of them are up at the net right now. Venus puts away a shot that was up over her head. Great play from her. Looking to hold on to her first service game of this match. Catches her serve again over there. Tosses up, catches it yet again. Third time is the charm. She's able to hit that one anyway, but hits it into the net. So second serve coming up now. And that's an ace down the tee. 1-1 now. Really good service game from her to open up this match. Parry serving now. She catches her serve. That's going to happen a lot today. Venus up at the net. Little smash one down just out of reach of Parry's racket. Love 15. And here's the toss from Parry. Gets it down, serves a little bit long. Second serve. Gets in. Venus coming into the net right now. Parry drives a hard shot. Williams gets a racket on it, but just pushes it wide of the line. 15 all now. Here's a serve. Good serve out wide. Williams not able to get it back. 30-15. Here's the serve down the tee. Williams gets it back across. A forehand rally going right now. Williams hits it long. 40-15 now. For Parry, a couple of unforced errors. Williams here. And Parry trying to close out this game now. Good serve down the tee, unreturnable. 2-1, the first set. Good start for Parry serving. As you can see on screen here, 77% of her first serves have gotten in so far. Fantastic percentage. If you're watching, jump on in the chat. Let me know how you think this match is going to go. Who's going to win this? I'm not sure I have a great feel for this one. Parry's played a lot more matches recently. I'm playing pretty well. Quarterfinals at Ostrava? Maybe semifinals. I can't remember. That's her highlight of the season so far. Williams did play down in Australia a little bit, Hobart, and then the Australian Open. Also Austin. Lead into this one. Yet to win a match this season. Still looking for a first. I think that this is as great as an opportunity as she'll have at the moment. We'll get back to action here in just a few seconds. Venus Williams is about to serve down at the far end of the court. It's 78 degrees in Indian Wells. Warm day, but winds are gusting around 30 miles per hour. A bit of a forehand rally going here. Parry Pushes it long first, does just outside of the line. 15 love. A good first serve from Williams at the body of Parry. Can't do anything on their turn, so 30 love. Serve from the outside. Goes down the tee, just a little bit long. All right. Well, that's a double fault from Venus. Just missed. I thought that it was going to be in. 30-15 here. Ooh, very aggressive return from Parry. Not able to get it in the lines though. 40-15. See if Venus can close out this game here with this serve. Tosses up, goes out wide with the serve, and the one just carried up. I can't tell if it was a let or a fault. I don't have the volume on my stream up. Second serve though, not returned. So it's 2-all in the first set. Neither of them seem particularly comfortable with the conditions yet. Still pretty early, and I mean the wind's going to be a factor throughout most of the day. Maybe it'll calm down a little bit in the evening. Those moments that were like, even though it is frustrating, it's affecting your opponent just as much as it is affecting you. And small break here. There's a plastic bag blowing around. I'll have to go get that. All right. The plastic bag comes down to the court. Great serve from Parry to open up this game. Ace out wide. Now Parry's ball toss a little bit lower than Venus Williams, so the wind probably isn't going to affect her quite as much. It's more of a quick action serve. First serve on this point, down the tee and just outside. The line's second serve coming up. She catches that one. A pretty short serve right into the body. Williams, very short rally, and then a forehand from Venus goes behind the line. Just too far. 30 love. That first serve goes long. And it's a double fault from Parry. There's like a couple of serves in a row here that maybe ball toss was a little bit off. Had to hesitate on her motion coming through. And then was just pushing the ball instead of striking through it. So 30-15. Here's the first serve. That one's good. Williams not able to get the return in. 40-15. Right serve out wide. Williams gets the return in. Backhand rally. Parry goes to a forehand. Hits it long. 40-30 now. Another piece of trash blown around the court. I feel like there will be quite a few delays for that today. All right, 40-30. Here's the serve. Down the tee, Williams. Oops, the return in. Trade forehands and then Williams hits it into the net. 3-2 for Diane Parry. We're on serve here still. So I think Venus Williams has two things so far that she can clean up a little bit. Not necessarily clean up on the first one. But her ball toss is fairly high, which in these windy conditions is not going to be beneficial to her at all. So she might need to try to just drop that toss down a little bit, give herself an opportunity to hit some more first serves. Yeah, you can see with the steps we can see on screen, first serve percentage a little bit low, but when she's getting it in, she's won all of her points so far. So it's a 2-game sample size, not too much to read into. So I think that's the first thing. Second thing, her forehand is just a little bit off right now. There's been several errors on that side already. So if we just clean up the forehands a little bit, maybe lower the ball toss a little bit, she's going to be in a really good spot. All right. Right on serve here, Venus Williams. To serve. Goes down the tee. Decent return from Parry. Williams came into them, but Parry's able to push her back. And it's Williams. An unforced error, backhand. Tried to go across court with it. Just couldn't get it in. Love 15 now. There's a serve. Goes towards the body. Right, forehand rally here in between the two of them, and Williams hits a forehand into the net. Love 30. That's a great serve from Williams down the tee. A bit of another delay before this point, but it's an ace. 15-30. First serve goes into the net. It's the first serve that she's missed in this game so far. It does look like she's dropped her toss a little bit to me. Just struggling, I think, to the thing with her motion when she drops the toss down a little bit, it does require some quicker action on the serve, which means that she's not quite getting the same speed or as great a placement as she's used to comfortably getting. So Parry's just able to get up on the ball quicker, returns are coming back faster, and it's not giving her as much time or as many opportunities to stay ahead in points. So it's 15-40 right now. Diane Parry's got 2 breakpoint opportunities here. This first serve from Williams goes into the net. Comes second serve. Catches this one. She'll toss it up again. Goes out wide with it. Good return from Parry. Williams not able to do much with her shot. Going into very short rally now. Forehand error from Williams. Break for Parry for 2. Fergus Gavin, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. I'm literally just about to turn on my stream.
Good.
What's it been?
So it's a very windy day.
I've seen.
I'm not sure if you've been watching throughout the day, but incredibly windy. Gusts around like 30 miles per hour, which I don't.
That's not fun.
No, around 45 kilometers, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, been nasty out there. So Diane Parry's handling it pretty well. She has she doesn't have a very high ball toss. So
she does.
Yeah, it's she's got a fairly abbreviated service motion. For Venus Williams, her toss is a lot higher, so she's been struggling a bit more, catching more of her tosses. Yeah, in her last service game, it did look like she brought the ball toss down a little bit, but she's not getting the same speed with it. So Parry was getting returns in very comfortably, neutralizing quickly. Where we're at right now. Yeah.
How's Venus moving?
I think good, not great.
Okay.
Which,
yeah, to be expected.
Yeah, I think I said at the start of the stream, I thought that this match will be a little bit of an indicator of where Venus is at right now.
That's I don't know whether that was an attempted lob or a shank from Parry, but it's 3 breakback points for Venus.
I think you're about 5 seconds ahead of me.
Okay.
On my stream.
I will
yeah,
stop.
Just seen that. So yeah, breakback opportunity here.
Missed the first one. Where are you? What's happening on your screen?
Just that point just finished.
Okay. I will pause again then. Okay. Okay, so second opportunity for Venus. Parry misses that first serve. Oh, it was there.
It's got to
It
be
was-
at least 7 or 8 unforced errors on the forehand side so far. It's been by far been the weaker win for her up to this point. Break point number 3.
Third chance. Makes the return. Oh, gosh. Can't get there. Juice. God, conditions do look pretty tricky.
There's already been, I mentioned some ball tosses being caught earlier, but there's been 3 times I think already where we like stop play for trash blowing around the court.
Right.
The ball keeps going there, having to run get it. So a little bit of a slow match so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, that return not great from Venus. Is a good serve.
It is a good
Not
serve.
able to do much with it.
Parry. And Chanel is a point for 5-2. Which she takes. So 5-2 first set. Parry with the break.
That's great mental resilience there. Stave
Yep,
off
three
break back points. So
3 break back points come and go. Feel as though Parry will back herself to close out this first set.
sure, she's been playing very well so far. So we'll see what happens in this next game.
How hot is it in California?
Indianapolis is nearly 80 degrees.
What's that in?
Fahrenheit, which I don't know. I'm gonna look that up quick.
I never remember the conversion.
27.
Okay, so quite nice, I guess.
Yeah, it's nice.
But I guess the
then
wind
obviously
almost,
you factor the wind in.
Yeah, it almost cancels it out.
Yeah. All right, Williams to serve now. Tries to go down the tee, just misses it. Good second serve out wide. Parry not able to get that back in play. 15 love.
2 seconds, sorry.
Oh, good. All right, so 30 love. Here's serve from Williams. Goes down the tee. Really solid. And must have clipped the tape. Another serve down the tee. Parry not able to get that in play. 40 love now. Opportunity for a very quick hold. Serve out wide. Parry can't get in play. Strong hold from Venus Williams. 5-3 now. Let's see how Parry can hold her nerves. Just serve out this match. Not match, set.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, nearly. Almost a great return. Feel as though Parry doesn't mind this matchup, as daunting as it possibly could be.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good serve up the tee.
I think, look, at some point it becomes hard to ignore that, regardless of who your opponent is. They are playing tennis relatively often, and they've lost 7 matches in a row.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
Indeed. And we have 3 set points for Parry. Serve has been nice. Return is tricky with the wind. Parry with 3 set points. Misses that first serve. Oh, ball gets away from it on the second ball toss.
Not the first time that has happened today. Certainly won't be the last.
And that backhand flies long, and Parry takes the opener 6-3 versus Venus Williams. The conditions very tricky.
I mean, it's difficult, but it's difficult for both players. It's not like there's wind on one side of the net and not on the other. So, I mean, you just have to, deal with the conditions that are given to you. And Venus is playing well on her service games. When she's getting first serves in, it's been very solid. Just one service game where she got broken quite easily. But other than that, it's been kind of straightforward so far. This is our only break. Yeah, that was our only break point of the match so far.
Remember that Williams had those 3 break back points.
Oh, she did.
I'd love 40.
Yeah. For Parry, her only break points.
Yes. Those 3 break back points. You feel as though she had a chance on 2 out of 3 of those as well. But
I think
not to be.
Not to be.
It's these sort of conditions that you find the adaptability of players so interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
How they are, because I know when I play in the wind, I hate it so much, like so bad. So, but these guys have to play in every condition under the sun, don't they? So
yeah, we'll do a quick scoreboard check of everything going on. Hubert Hurkacz and Kovacevic. The second set right now. Kovacevic is up a set. And
yeah, I know. I saw
on serve. Looks like Jacob Fernley just closed out his first round match against Jumer. Not an easy first round opponent.
Nope.
Sebastian Baez up a set and a break. On the women's side, Bekic leads Balintova by a set. They're on serve. And then looks like Kayla Day just beat Francisca Jones. 6-3, 6-1. Pretty straightforward. And
Jones with she was struggling with the wind big time.
It's like, as you said, it's, I mean, younger players, especially, like, interesting to see their adaptability to these conditions.
For
Indian
sure.
Wells, a little bit of a, just, I mean, being out in the desert, it's a little bit of a beast on its own, regardless of whether or not there's wind. So
yeah,
some temperature swings throughout the day. Can definitely happens. So, all right, Venus is serving to begin this second set now. We're at 15 all here in this game. Just had Venus's second double fault of the day so far. Falls up with an ace down the tee. Very good from her.
Is Williams do we know if Venus has got a wild card to Miami?
I don't know that.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I would assume she has been offered one.
I assume she also is going to take it. It's crazy how she just keeps going, right? As in, like, she just keeps finding a way to keep playing. She's not trying to prove anything to anyone, I think. She just, like, loves playing tennis. A bit like Wawrinka.
Yeah, I mean, she loves the sport, and yeah, I mean, she doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. On the women's side, she has the most Grand Slam titles of any active player. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, only way that would change is if her sister comes back at some point this season,
which looks more likely than you would have thought about 3 months ago.
Oh, for sure. Deuce here.
Which would be, how crazy would it be if Serena came back? I mean, I don't even know where we'd start, right?
I mean, you have no clue.
Zero.
Yeah, I have no clue where I would put her, where her level's at right now. So not a great return from Parry there. Williams able to come in, put away the ball with forehand. So holds her first service game of this second set. Winner of this match is going to play Madison Keys in round number 2.
Which would be a great matchup if we got Williams versus Keys, but
for sure.
Now it's a long way back for Venus now.
That's Diane Parry now. Serve.
All right.
Catches this toss. That's a great return from Venus. And she puts away a forehand from this point. Love 15.
Not for very long. as you'll see in just 2 seconds.
That's a great serve. Just brushes the paint.
I can't tell which way the wind's going, as in whether it's, I don't know. It looks right now like Parry's serving downwind.
Yeah, I mean, part of the problem with like Indian Wells is like these two. So Stadium 1 and Stadium 2, they're built into the ground a little bit.
Yeah.
So when the wind gets into the bowl, it just starts swirling around.
Yeah.
So it's not like one specific direction that it's coming from. Like it can change minute to minute.
Great point from Venus.
After a bit of a shaky return there,
to
start that point, was able to get
great.
to neutral.
It's a great forehand.
Nice forehand. Yeah.
It's a great forehand. Big reaction as well.
I feel like it's necessary for her to at least put pressure on Parry in her service games early on in the second set.
Couple tosses and pick back up. I don't know if it's very pleasant for the ball boys that are ball boys and girls that are probably just getting sand in their blown in their faces. You don't get this at Wimbledon or
no
AO or US Open.
This is
it's a whole new experience.
Yeah, this is reminiscent of being on one of the outer courts at Roland Garros. Dirty love here.
After three attempts at a ball toss, she lands the first serve. Williams digs the return straight into the bottom of the net. Yeah, unfortunately, with how changeable conditions are, these matches happen.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we didn't want this, we could build indoor courts everywhere that we want to play tennis at. So, yeah, this is just part of the deal.
It is part of the deal, and we love this part of the deal.
Right?
Yep. It works both ways. That they adapted so well into the wind, or they really struggled in the wind today. It's two sides of the same coin. You know. Both are used frequently as each other. I'm not going to use the word push because that feels rude. I'm going to use the word bunt for that forehand, I guess, because calling Venus Williams a pusher is that's a new one. That's a good forehand from Parry, though.
I think on that last point, like Venus definitely just trying to shorten the court a little bit, try to get Parry to come in on Venus's terms. So
absolutely,
she wasn't in a great position to a drop shot, and Indian Wells is not necessarily the best place to hit a drop shot anyway. So I think it's just the shot that was in front of her and executed it. But yeah, definitely like a little bit more of a push on that forehand than just striking through it.
It's a good serve from Parry.
Yeah, so we're knotted up now. That's her 6th ace of this match. Pretty good number for her.
Must have been a Venus serving at 1-1 now. You do feel like the serve with age is the last thing to go, as in terms of strikeability. Like Wawrinka's serve and so's Monfils is still very solid. Obviously, same with Djokovic.
Yeah, I think there's like a physically demanding element into it, like especially if you have a lower knee bend, which
Yeah.
Venus doesn't really dig in too far for it. But yes, so much of, especially in today's game. I mean, you think about 20 years ago, people were not really running into and sliding into forehands and backhands like they are now.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, just part those areas of your game after your athleticism and speed, like that's kind of what falls away first. I feel like so. Serve is the one where.
Sorry, is Parry good or Venus bad? Neither.
Yeah,
I'd say. Like, it's just very windy, so things are. They're trying to figure out how to play. Like, there was a return from Parry just made that was like, it was a chip return, but it was so short. It was like they're just trying to keep the ball on court at the moment. Fourth double fault for Venus. Oh my word. You'll see that in a second.
Oh, Lord. That stuff. Just saw on the bottom line that young Chin Wen added Marcos Bagdatis to her coaching team.
Is that?
So he's in addition to Parry.
Okay. Wow, strange from Parry. You'll see in, I don't know where you are.
Yeah. Just saw the first serve return for the serve that was up. But second serve. It was an interesting decision, but that ball from Williams had so much spin on it. I feel like with how she had to like fall into that shot, she might have felt like she didn't have a better choice than to just go into the net.
When
she went up there, it was decisive how she went up. So
yeah, when the return is that short, you feel as though you have to kind of regulate some sort of, you're banking on guessing away left or right, or you can make your opponent play a delicate shot that misses a volley. You know, she kind of cut off the angle in a sense of trying to make things even trickier for Venus. And she comes in again, but Venus finds the pass. This time she lands the pass, and it's 1-2 second set.
A little bit of a more dicey service game from here. Someone been able to hold on to it.
I wonder if Parry's thinking that if she can keep the points as short as possible, as in like cut them, come in at the net, and she's forcing Williams to deal with a spinning ball in the wind, that she can win more points than not. But it's tricky.
Yeah, this wasn't really a tactic that she was using a ton in the first set. So
yeah,
small switch up from her. Mixed results so far.
Absolutely mixed results. You can say that again. Some of the headwear at this tournament is very interesting.
What? Yeah, I don't know if you have the exact same stream. I do. Like any specific ones?
The one she had, there was nothing at the front, and it was all from here round. It was connected here, but it wasn't like a backwards hat. It seemed like it had been designed that you had nothing at the front and it covers the back of your head.
There's
very strange.
Yeah. Was it like a bucket hat?
No,
or
not
like
quite,
a cap?
Yeah, it was like a cap, but it was all back and no front. But it would look like it was designed to be just back, not front, as in you put it on that way.
Oh, I know there are some hats, like, I mean, they'll use them out just to like give extra protection to your neck, like shoulders when you're outdoors, hotter temperatures. But
do we know what the wind is like right now? As in, like, is it like 35? Wait, are we talking kph or mph?
mph last I saw was around like 35.
That's not great. That's pretty windy. See, you say these are built into the ground, so like the wind starts swirling. The courts that are like they have a small stadium sort of like deal that aren't built into the ground, they're better because the wind doesn't swirl.
I mean, you get a little bit more wind, just because like. But yeah, it's consistent.
But it's consistent.
Once you figure it out, I mean, yeah, it will gust once in a while, but it's a consistent direction. Like Stadium 1 and Stadium 2, there's a little bit less wind overall, but once it does get inside of the bowl, it'll just start spinning around down there. So I just put up stay on screen caught ball tosses. Parry has 12 and Williams has 8.
It actually looks like Parry's serving like 140 right now because of this wind. It looks like Parry is serving 140 with how Venus is returning.
Yeah, 40 love. So hit 110 a couple of times on this end of the court.
Yeah, I think this is the down. I think this is the downwind. I don't know. It's tricky. But I would love to obviously serve here, but only if I could land first serve. Second serving on here I'd just be a nightmare. Be worried about where it's gonna go, how deep am I getting in the box, all that sort of jazz.
Yeah.
2-all, Parry holds as Williams floats another forehand wide. The umpire's mic is shaking because it's that windy.
Yeah, the last ball from Williams just seemed like she couldn't quite decide what she wanted to do with it. It was going to go down the middle or out wide. Maybe made a little bit of a late decision there. Try 2-all now. Venus serving. That's just a little bit long on the first one.
You'll see in this point, feel as though she's starting to get frustrated with this wind.
Yeah, frustrated about something. Can't really tell if she was like talking to the umpire or towards her team there.
It actually might be a bigger advantage than we know at the moment for those that have played 2 qualifying matches on playing in these sorts of conditions, like actual match practice, competitive. You know, you can practice and practice and practice, you know, in a competitive situation, but nothing replicates actual matches.
Yep.
So, that's a rough serve.
Yeah, it's love 30 here.
Oh,
really big moment
here. 30 quickly turns into ...
Oh, that's brutal.
3 chances. Great return from Parry. Okay, that's not a great game of tennis from Venus Williams.
Yeah.
You'll see
see this finish out in just a second here. Right, serve up, body serve. Yeah, it felt like there's just a lot of frustration in that.
That was potentially going to be a screaming 80-mile-an-hour backhand, or that was going to fly wide, and it was the latter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Parry...
Overall, she's been playing fine today, but there's been 2 games where now she's gotten broken to love.
Yeah, and
that's the difference in this match.
If Parry can, with the way Parry's been serving, actually, and she has managed to get herself out of some holes, if Parry can continue to do that, she's obviously going to win this match. But it's how consistent Parry's been compared to Williams. Parry hasn't thrown in one of these, poor games. And when she did, she threw in 3 poor points, and then she dug herself out of the hole with her serve. Remember, Venus had 3 breakback points at love 40 of the first set, and she saved all 3 and went on to win the set 6-3. And now, well, but you never know. It's never a break until you hold.
Mm-hmm. This will be a very important game for her.
But Parry now 3 games away. I'm trying to think where else on tour, you get this sort of wind. Eastbourne, you get this sort of wind in Eastbourne.
Yeah, I think
oof.
Yeah, Eastbourne does that tournament in that grass court tournament in the Netherlands that has like 18 letters in the name.
Has head to Bogentosh.
Yeah, which I saw a video on Instagram that like the Dutch just call it Den Bosch.
Den Bosch?
Yeah, that's all they say.
Is that because they're Bogentosh is it's probably no idea. That point kind of sums up how windy it is that Parry chomped that forehand into the floor. Oof. Great forehand from Parry. That forehand kicked up so high. Although the courts are actually ever so slightly quicker this year, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or actually, is it the courts or is it the balls?
I think a little of both. But the CPI index, court pace index,
37.8, is it?
Yeah, which is up 7.5 points from last year.
Yeah, which 37.8 is only like 2.1 faster than the Paris Masters this year, and that was slow.
Yeah.
Like slow.
I do think, this used to be around like 25 at Indian Wells, so I don't know what Venus Williams is looking at. Maybe some garbage out there. But yeah, it has sped up a little over the last 3 years or so, which is a good thing.
But it's by no means quick.
That's for sure not Cincinnati, Shanghai.
No, Cincinnati is as quick as you get on tour. I think Cincinnati is quickest on tour, isn't it? Yeah.
At the Masters, the 1,000 level.
Yeah.
For
Cincinnati is like it's almost like playing on grass, but like Venus is always going to find that backhand pass.
Yeah.
Okay, 30 all. It wasn't a great volley by Parry, but it almost held up in the wind, and Venus had so much time to find a spot. What's the night match tonight?
Well, so after this, there's one more day match. Sophia Kenin and either Siniakova or Buskva.
Oh, it's Siniakova. Buskova played Townsend.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I get those two mixed up.
Oh,
very often. Okay.
Okay, so breakback point. I mean, it's not pretty.
Yeah, but then night matches are Korda, Komensana, and then Stearns and Solana Sierra.
Okay.
Which
cool.
That one's gonna be fun, I think.
Yeah, that should be. Okay, so breakback point for Venus. After some interesting goings on. Okay, well, this is quite funny in terms of how the wind is playing havoc on this tennis match. Parry with possibly the most questionable approach of all time. And Venus finds a good enough pass, but Parry can't make the volley. I mean, that approach is
tentative at best.
Straight up the middle, short, no pace on it. I mean, Williams had about 7 different options she could have gone with there.
Yeah, there's a lot she could have done there. So gets the break back. 3-all now. That's her first break of the match.
It is. It is her first break of the match. No time to break like the present. Wow, Williams
really
taking everything off of her serve.
Yeah.
Everything.
There's no speed. Ball toss is so low, which she's not super comfortable with, obviously. But
well, I think the thinking here is that we land the first serve, we just get it in, then we take out the double fault equation entirely, right?
Yeah, which, to be fair, for all but 2 games so far, has worked.
Yeah.
Potentially a third game here.
Oh, that's a big chance for Parry gone to get to love 40.
Second here.
Sorry, no worries. Parry at 15-30. Trying to find another break.
Yeah, so 15-30 here.
I wonder how old that photo is of Venus Williams on screen.
Good question. I don't know.
Parry doesn't even get a photo, so. Every ball looks like it's going to really fly long, and then suddenly it just dies.
That was a 94-mile-per-hour first serve.
Okay, this is the longest rally in the match, by far. Oof. Clips the net tape, doesn't dribble over. Looked like it might dribble over for a second, but 2 more break points for the Frenchman.
A lot more slicing on that point than we've seen.
That was a good point.
The entire match. Yeah.
I think that was the first extended point I've seen since I've come on.
That's for sure the longest point of the match. There was one rally fairly early on that was decent, but this is by far the longest one.
Venus saves the first smash at the net.
One more opportunity for Parry to go back up break.
I wonder what she's going to do with this return. Whether she's going to try chip it and run in. Chip and charge. No, it's a full-blooded stroke. It's another. Woo! That's big. It's a big backhand.
Yeah, that is. That.
It's a great way to save it. Juice.
I can't tell on screen. Does that say it was a 70-mile-per-hour serve?
I don't know.
I can't tell. It's a little 30 for me. Just borrowed angle 70 or 78. Yeah, she's taking so much off of her serve here.
Yeah.
First serve into the net.
Okay, now Williams has a chance to hold. Feel like this could be a momentum shift if Williams does hold. Oh, it's really tough on Parry. Feels like she's getting 80% of the bad balls from the wind as Williams holds.
Yeah, that's tough.
I mean,
that just like sliced away from her at the very last moment.
Yeah,
She slipped there. It looks like she's okay though.
Yeah, the slice on the ball mixed with the wind made for a pretty tricky obstacle. I will be back in 2 minutes. I'm just popping to the toilet.
All right. Potentially a shift in momentum here. 3 straight games now for Williams. She has won. Okay, it's heading back out on court. Very important game now for Diane Parry. For the serve, and looks like she's changing her racket out. 16th game. So yeah, we just got new balls. So makes sense. Grab a new racket. First serve goes wide. And here's the second serve. There he catches it. And return for Venus is long. 15 love. All right, first serve into the net. Here's the second serve. Good serve. And Venus pulls a forehand outside of the lines. So 30 love here.
Just thinking that maybe it'll be a momentum shift, that Venus would crunch a couple of returns, and but it's clearly not that easy in these conditions.
This other first serve goes long. That's a great return. At 30-15. It's probably going to have. Interesting.
That is a great return. You are correct.
How did I catch up like 20 seconds to you? Anyway, this is probably has to be my last game.
No worries.
Before I go off here.
Not an issue.
And more garbage running around the court. She'll catch it someday. There we go.
Life as a tennis umpire seems very easy. Seems very chillaxed.
Yeah.
You
outside of Roland Garros, yeah.
Yeah, true. And not if you're Greg Allensworth? Greg Allensworth?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, Greg Allensworth.
Yep. He's not a popular man on tour, I would say.
No.
And I think rightly so, after some of the things that he is
he makes his job interesting.
He does indeed. He has a very distinct. All umpires have very distinct voices, I think.
Yeah, most of them do.
I think Mohamed Liani has one of the most iconic voices in umpiring, and so does I can't remember what his name is, but he has a very deep voice. Very, very deep. It's like 30 love. Something like that.
Is that one French?
The last year for the media, they got all the women to listen to him speaking about Indian Wells in like a soothing, like sort of like they put headphones on and they were like listening to him in like a. It was quite funny. That's a good serve. Yeah, Jake knows. Jake knows.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Jake?
Jake's just been lurking in the chat for about half an hour and just helps me out when I need it most. Are the Challenger streams still down, Jake? All right. So Parry with game point. For 4-all.
She will hold here, as you'll see in just a second.
Yep, she does.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4-all. Parry 2 games away.
Yeah, 4-all. I got to jump off here.
No worries.
Go. But yeah.
Thank you so much.
Being on with you. See you all later.
Always. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Carson. Okay. 4 games all. What has Venus got in the tank to force this as long as possible? Probably, I'm thinking Venus isn't exactly puffing right now. She's not short on energy. I'd say the wind is taking more energy out of this match than anything else, as we are just waiting for some more rubbish to be collected as it's currently floating around. as Carson was saying earlier, these courts are dug into the ground, and it has now been caught. He's getting some applause for catching that. These courts are being dug into the ground, so when the wind gets in, it swirls around, and it's very tricky to deal with. Parry unhappy as she fires she miscues a forehand wide. Venus serving at 4-all, 15 love. Seems as though they're both frustrated with their games in terms of how they can adapt to this wind. Venus with another ball toss that doesn't sit right. First serve lands in the net. In America, they string the nets very tight, so you don't often see it dribble over. It's not a bad second from Venus. That's also a very good backhand. Oh, okay. Parry slices, knives her backhand through the court, and it stops dead. And Venus can't get there, so it's 15-all. Not quite. Complete shank of a forehand return from Parry. Sees it go up, and it almost blows itself into court, but not quite. So 30-15. Ball toss has definitely got shorter from Venus. She's trying to just make sure she lands these serves. As Parry goes long on the forehand. So 40-15. So 2 points for 4-5 in the second set. And we get that. So Venus lets out a cry, and she is a game away from taking this second set. Look around the grounds. Kovacevic did beat her catch. 7-6, 7-6. Wow. That's a bad result for Huey. Baez beats Zheng 6-3, 6-2. Marijan currently a breakup versus Batista Agut. It's 3-2. Bonzius a breakup against Roya 2-1. Merida Mickelson is about to get underway. Apologies. Vekic took the first set 7-6 versus Valentova. She's currently 5-1 up in a second set tiebreak. So it looks like Vekic is going to get over the line. Giacomo is in the tiebreak with Bondar in that first set, and Buxa versus Vidmanova is currently 3-4 on serve. Okay, so can Parry serve to stay in this second set? Parry serving now. A couple of ball tosses in the air. Wind still playing havoc. Let first serve. Oh, good serve from Parry into the body. Jams up that backhand of Venus's. 15-love. Parry's done exceedingly well to restrict herself to one double fault in this match. Did she make that? Yeah, one double fault. Oh, two double faults in this match, sorry. Seeming how windy it is. Venus with 5. Parry dealing with the pressure of serving to stay in this set nicely at the moment. It's another good serve, and it's an even better +1. Return was very short from Venus, but Parry puts it away with ease. Three points for 5-all in this second set. Heading towards a tiebreak. And there's the double fault. There's the curse of the commentator, in a sense. 40-15. Wind. Very prominent again. But that is a first-class serve from Parry. Out wide. Williams can't touch that. And it's 5-all. Okay, what has Williams got to force this to at least a tiebreak in the second set? Okay, Parry wins the first point. It was a good return. It was awkward again. The wind making it super awkward for Parry. But she does well, finds the return of Venus flies long. Love 15. Right on the baseline from Parry. Oh, again, it was dragged. The ball was dragging itself away from Parry there, and she almost gets it. But it's the net tape. Stays on her side. She just keeps going, doesn't she, Sport? She just keeps going. And she's competitive. It's 5-all in the second set. It's not like she's getting taken apart. That is a super slow second from Venus. But she gets away with it. Oh, Venus lands it on the baseline, and Parry can't believe it. Oh, she's berating someone in her team. It looked like it was going long. Okay, so 30-15. Good return again from Parry. Oh, gosh, he slips. Parry has not had any luck whatsoever at the back end of this set, trying to find some rhythm in the wind. She's getting some very awkward balls and she's slipping around. It's a very slow second, and Parry shovels it out of play, and Williams is a game away from taking this second set. I don't know if I have a producer. I don't know if he is here with me. So another look around the oh no, I do have a producer as he appears at the bottom of my screen. So 6-5 Williams or 5-6, sorry, in the second set. Williams a game away from taking this to a third, and Parry a game away from taking it to a tiebreak. Batista Agut has broken back versus Marjan, and it's now 3-all. Bonzi still with that break against Roya. Mikkelsen versus Merida in its very early stages. And Bondar took that first set tiebreak versus Giacomo. And Buxer takes the first set versus Vidmanova. 6-4. Sanders Freck looks like it's about to get... Oh, sorry, no. Gracheva and versus Lily Taggart looks like it's going to get underway. Lily Taggart, obviously the Roland Garros junior champion. Okay, can Parry replicate what she did at 4-5, which was serve brilliantly and force a tiebreak? And she starts very nicely, ace up the tee. She has served very well in big moments today. It's her 8th ace. Misses that first serve. Taking a bit longer on this second serve. And again, a couple more ball bounces. Waiting for the wind to die down, probably. It's a good... So, okay. It's a good break. It's a good break. It's because I was reading your comment, producer. I said break instead of return. It was a good second serve, but the return from Venus was less than ideal in the wind. So 30 love. This is that first serve. If we need another set, then I'll have a little break here. But it looks like we're going to go to a tiebreak. It's a good return from Venus. Some good backhand as well. Oh. Parry sends up the lob, and Williams is is not set, let's say, as she hits the smash and it lands at the very foot of the net. So Parry with 3 chances to take us to a second set tiebreak. I do believe she is going to beat in the final Alex Iala will beat she's gonna beat, let's go Galfi, even though Galfi went out yesterday. Let's go Galfi. She's gonna beat Galfi in the final. Okay, Parry holds and we'll have a tiebreak to decide this second set. Williams to serve first. Galfi the Great, even though that's not how you spell Galfi. Parry's backhand slice almost helps her out in this sort of situation with the wind. Keep it nice and low, kind of knifing it through the court helps her in this situation instead of giving a loopy ball that has the opportunity to float long. Great backhand up the line from Venus. She takes the lead in this tiebreak. It was a stingy serve, and it was actually great depth from Parry, but redirection was great. Okay, Parry's been the better server in this set, arguably, you would say. So we'll see, but tiebreaks, anything can happen. She misses that first serve. That was a wild first serve. Does land the second. It's a good return. Venus is going to come into the net. And Parry puts up the lob. She didn't want to go smash. Instead, she's waiting for it to bounce and going forehand. Parry standing very deep. And it's very good from Parry, but Venus not trusting the smash due to the wind and pays the price for it with how slow the courts are. Parry able to scramble her way back into the point. It's 1-1. Parry goes, no, I agree with you, producer. It's a good forehand, though. And that's an even better forehand from Parry. She smacks it down the line, lands it perfectly. So 2-1 to the French woman in this tiebreak. It was originally a good angle from Venus with the wind, but Parry able to land that forehand down the line. So 1-2. Ball toss is a lot shorter than she would like it to be, and it's not helping her out at all. Venus. She sprays that forehand. 3-1. Parry. Just 84-mile-an-hour first serve. She's really floating it in professional tennis terms. 84 mile an hour is very quick either way. So Parry's the first to get that mini break. Williams misses the first serve again. A double mini break would be pretty brutal, you would say. 4-1 seems a long way back for Venus. Oh my word, that is great depth from Williams. Lands right at the back of the baseline. 3-2. Can she get to the changeover at 4-2, or can Williams find something to change over at 3-all? Misses that first serve. Again, taking more time over this second serve. Oh my word. It's absolute chaos. Oh, but Venus puts it away. Okay, 3-all. I mean, the wind was completely swirling the ball around everywhere. It was complete chaos, but Venus will change over at 3-all in this tiebreak. God, the ball jagged into Williams very deeply there with the wind pushing it towards her body. And she did well to dig it out and find an angle. And then the short ball from Parry allowed her to put it away. I feel as though changeover in tiebreaks get longer and longer and longer each time I watch them. Players taking more and more time. But 3-all it is. Parry's still with the balls. Now can Williams find a mini break to lead for her own? We will see. I like your hat, producer. 3-all. What's Williams got? What's Parry got? Parry taking a lot of time over this serve, waiting for the wind to die down. Misses the first serve. I think Venus might take this, you know. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Second serve from Parry is a great return from Venus, and Parry goes wide with the forehand. Okay, so from 3-1 to 4-3, Venus wins 3 points in a row. Now Parry's got to find a response. She's now looking directly into the sun, checking that ball toss. Again, takes a lot off it. Cross-court rally. Oh, Parry tries to go big and misses, and now there is daylight. 5-3. God, this has really got away from Diane. 5-3, Williams in the breaker again. She's checking that ball toss into the sun. That's going to... No, thought it was going to float along. That will, though. That's a monster forehand from Venus Williams. So she now has 3 set points. From 3-1, she has won 5 points on the bounce, and it's now 6-3. Parry will need to save 3 set points if she wants to find a match point in here somewhere. Okay, so 6-3, 3-6, Williams. 3 set points. It's a good return from Venus actually, because it was originally a very good serve, but it's an even better +1 if she puts it away. So 1 out of 3 saved. Can she force Venus to have to do it on her own terms? Oh, it doesn't work out for Parry. She comes in to volley at the net, but it doesn't creep over. Williams takes the second set, 7-6, and we are going to a third. That set was 70 minutes long. What an effort from Venus Williams, my word. Okay, so to a third we go, and I will be back in just a minute.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to, well, you haven't got any choice, actually. I'm just talking at you, if you like.
The video.
But I'm here also to present to you why I think it's not a bad idea and not that expensive as well if you become a member. And this is how you can do it, and this is what you can gain. So if we look here at the Talking Tennis sort of home page, if you like, on YouTube, we can see this little button here which says join. It is also pinned in the live chat as well, and you can also, I think, see it just below most of our videos, certainly the live ones and so on. Now, why is it a good idea to join and become a member? Well, in the live chat, you can add little funny things, you can add emojis and all sorts of things, but possibly more importantly, you can get to access some live videos, such as this one here, where we look back on the last sort of few moments from the Billie Jean King Cup. So there are little bonuses such as this one, but there are many, many more. And in fact, if we have a quick look at all of the members only stuff, I repeat, you will see very, very quickly some of the top stuff that we've had for members only over the last 12 months since the channel began. Remember, these videos are for members only. You can become a member from as little as about $2 a month, €2 a month, £2 a month, something like that. There are various different things. Oh, and by the way, you'll also be supporting the channel. So it's a win-win-win-win scenario. Let me just show you some of the members only stuff. For example, we've got an exclusive little clip there talking to Laura Siegmund, Laura Tsurenko, her encore interview, some doubles footage there from Monastir, the Germany press conference pre-tournament Billie Jean King Cup, Claire Burrell talking as well to the media in her press conference in Monastir, Storm Hunter and Alicia Parks interview, Rebecca Masarova, her press conference, Coco Gauff exclusive for members only, albeit it was in Madrid, but these are just some of the things, some of the interviews and etc. Like Lestienne here, a chat with him, Emma Navarro, and so on and so forth. So many little bonus videos available for just €2 a month. So, what are you waiting for? Become a member. Or don't. It's okay.
Ready. Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, Tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Look at that number, by the way. It looks really sad, doesn't it? 24,999.
Do you think
Looks
Diane Parry
sad,
will
looks
have over
bumpy,
4
looks
break points
uneven.
won? I
We need that.
assume you are a betting man/woman, and I couldn't tell you. She currently is broken twice. So if she breaks twice in the second, then yes. But if not, then no. Simple as that. Batista Agut took the first set versus Marajan 6-4. Bonzi took the first set 6-4 also over Roya. Mikkelsen is 5-2 up versus Merida. Giacomo Bondar is 1-1 in the second set after Bondar took the first 7-6. Buksa is 6-4, 3-love up over Vidmanova, and Taga has the early break versus Gracheva, and that is just 1 love. Okay, back to this match. Parry to serve first in the decider. Don't know how much Venus has in the tank. Thoughts on Carlos's coach? It's. So do you mean Ferrero? I'm confused who you mean now. As in Ferrero's been talking on Tennis Channel about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Juan Carlos Ferrero has been talking a lot about how he would go back, in a heartbeat if Carlos asked him to, and how he can't say no to Carlos. I like Ferrero. I think he's a good coach, and I think that he would be good for a lot of players. There are a lot of players on tour that would benefit from his coaching for sure. Who exactly? I don't know. The talk about him going to Sinner is quite funny. I don't think that's really on the cards. It would be interesting though to see how that pans out compared to, obviously, you worked for Carlos for how many years, and then you switch to his main rival. It's not exactly a Class A move. Parry 4D love up, 40-15 out as she floats a forehand roll. Wind doesn't look as bad at the moment now, but again, it does tend to come in stages where it fluctuates a lot and builds. Did she make that? No, she did not. Oh, it's a great return. Inside out backhand return from Williams, cross court. It's excellent. 40-30. Oh, okay. Juice, Parry net. So from 40 love, we get to Juice. just looks very tricky to play, and even when it's not windy. It's very tricky to know how many net chords are going on because these serves look good, but obviously being called for something. Venus read the wide serve really nicely, and she's upset that she didn't do much more with it as she pommels or she frames a forehand wide. So another point for Love One. As in, which one's most likely? Well, it's really she's definitely more likely for me to slip out of the top 50 than win a Masters. If she was going to make a Slam semi-final, which I actually don't think is out of, like, we see people make Slam semi-finals all the time, you know, randomly out of nowhere. I could see her, like, making semis at Wimbledon. I don't think she's going to win a Slam again, no. Unless something dramatic happens in a game that makes her play unbelievable. She is currently sat where I think she should be. That is a horrid return from Diane Parry. She's currently sat and ranked where I think she should be around that 25 mark. Is probably bang on. You're going to clip me for that, and then I'm going to live to regret it in about 3 days. Oh, my word. I mean, it really is tough watch. Not gonna lie, folks. This is a tough watch. Ball is doing very funky things that's making it very tricky to play sustainable quality tennis. So my producer is clearly giggling at something very giggling at me probably. But we're coming up on midnight for me. $30 love. Second serve. Still. His towel's being blown around. Okay. Oh my word, the wind is very strong. And we have a fresh air shot from Parry as she goes for a turn and completely misses. And that's a distant miss as well. That's not close. That was okay. Well, 40 love. And a shank return. Possibly, I'm gonna say possibly the worst return game I've ever seen whilst watching tennis. It's up there for sure. Not that Parry could do much with it, to be honest, because it seems that it's just so windy that she just couldn't like get a grip of the ball. But in terms of actual tennis quality, that's possibly the worst return game I've ever seen. And I've watched Giovanni Petricard return and Opelka. Okay, 1-1. Second serve. It's a good return from Venus. Also a good backhand. And, well, okay. These conditions are very tricky for Parry at the moment. She's struggling a lot. Trying to find some confidence from our coach. She shanks another forehand, sorry, wide. She pulls it, frames it wide. Venus will be thinking that she's definitely in this one. And at 3-1 in the tiebreak, I wouldn't have told you that. It's another let. Venus standing inside. Oh, God. This is very tricky to watch. It's a good return. My word. Parry is really struggling. Love 30. Swirling wind. Clearly, it might be a thing that it's just that side of the court that is really struggling, whether it's downhill or downwind. Sorry, not downhill. Downwind or upwind. It seems that she's really struggling. Love 30. Misses that first serve. Can Venus produce some break points? No, she cannot. As Venus misses that first return as well. It's not easy, as we've just passed the 2-hour mark. And it's just hit midnight here. So Parry, 15-30. It's his first serve again. Wonder where Venus is going to take this second set return. Parry again having to catch her ball. It's a good second serve into the body of Williams, and she can't deal with it. 30-all. Ace out wide. Excellent serve. Okay, so Parry does get out of it. She was struggling at love 30, but wins 4 points on the bounce to hold for 2-1 in this third and final set.
Hello.
Oh, you decided to join?
Yeah. Yes, a lot of interesting things got. Your commentary, by the way, is amazing.
Thank you.
I'm loving it. The wind is a thing, and it is a constant theme in Indian Wells over the years. Let's say a constant thing. It comes and goes. If I was ever attending, by the way, I would always take clothes for the whole kind of gamut of weather, because you often go during the day and it's super hot, but beware, it gets very cool in the evenings.
Yes, it does.
What is your thought on this match, by the way, so far?
I think it's tough to put a pin in it and kind of give a really detailed description. It's who's dealing with the wind better. But I said earlier to Carson that it's two sides of the same coin. You know, we credit the person that wins, you know, because, oh, how well did they deal with the wind today? And then, you know, the other person, oh, really struggled with the wind today, couldn't quite land it. But you're treading a very fine line on both accounts, right? So at the moment, in that game alone, Parry for the first 2 points looked like she couldn't like get near the ball, and then suddenly things, you know, change. You know, the wind dies down and Parry reins it in, and it's 2-1. But for me, I still think that Venus is having to think about the serve too much to kind of really warrant any deep-rooted attempt at winning this match. The serve is very, very attackable for Parry.
So you think the Venus Williams serve is attackable? So
yes.
Okay. Yeah, and she just done so there with a wonderful pass down the line. Yeah, I saw Venus last week in what was the tournament last week she played? Austin, yeah. And it was like +1 tennis.
Mm.
And that's it. But maybe you could say, well, that was Venus' career. But yeah. But here we are. We are at a third set against Diane Parry, and obviously she could potentially reach the second round. Any other things going on in Indian Wells today I should know about? I'm just seeing some, because I'm now basically looking at some score lines. Mickelson is up a set on Merida, and I see Bonzi is up a set on Royer. These are all, of course, all first round matches. Oh, Marochan. Who's in the first set to Bautista are good. Okay. That's a semi storyline, at least.
Yeah.
At lunchtime in Indian Wells, as it is right now. Because I thought Marjan would win that.
Yep, I'm keeping one eye on that as the winner of that gets Draper.
Draper's winning. Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Am I not allowed to think about who he's playing in the next round?
Yeah, of course you are. You're allowed to think whatever you like. There's no thought police, not yet here.
Yeah, well, you know, we aren't too far away.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, you're allowed to think about who Draper's. Where is Draper in the world rankings, by the way, right now?
31?
Live? Yeah,
29.
live.
29.
And in 10 days, where could he potentially be? Could be 35, 40 or something. Is that you're thinking about that, right? You're concerned.
No, he
doesn't win in Wales. He must be dropping a fucking load.
No, that's all his points dropped. He's dropped 990 points, and he's currently at 29.
Got it. Okay, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So Nori is the British.
Did you hear my F-bomb, by the way? Did you hear my F-bomb?
I did. I chose to skip straight by it.
Yeah, you're so professional, Ferguson.
Yeah, well, you know, I have been told.
So I am keeping an eye on this match, and it's juice right now. Well, your stream, by the way, is about 15 seconds out of mine. So
okay. Williams is it's that windy that Williams can get away with serving 75 first serve percentage, like high first serve percentage, and not get bullied. But also, I feel like if she's playing anyway, like a lot of other people, like things are very different.
Of course.
Do you think that Serena will come back?
She's being so, what's the word, vague about it. But she's been vague for 4 years. I remember saying, listen, I don't think it's unfair to say. I remember 3.5 years ago saying to Nick, I said, listen, we've got oh goodness me, what's her name? The South African lady who used to be we had Serena Williams' former coach coming on the show. Anyway, Australian lady, and I was like, just ask her, just say might she come back? And he's like, I can't ask her. I can't. I think you should ask her because I think she's constantly, Serena's been, even the retirement thing was so vague that it was like, well, I'll never close it. So do I think she's coming back? Yeah. Yeah, I do think she is.
Okay.
Is she coming back in a doubles capacity or singles capacity? Don't know. But
Agreed.
But that's it. That's it. Yes, do I think she's coming back? If you said, commit to an answer, then yeah.
Yeah. Break point for Parry.
Yeah, I see that, yeah.
Can you imagine she plays doubles with her sister at the US?
Yeah. Yeah. For example, Wimbledon or yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe Wimbledon. Maybe don't
that would be a hell of a storyline, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And they could do very, very well.
Yep, absolutely. Don't really need a lot. Oh, okay. That net killed, not helping Williams at all as Parry breaks for 3-1 in this first set. Third set, my word.
I'm about to see it. Yeah. By the way, listen, talking on net chords, I watched Chen against Christian yesterday. Yeah, Christian had, I think, 4 net chords in one match, and it was like wild how and they all had a big issue, and like I think Chen lost all 4 points, and it was so big, it was so important. There was one when Chen was about to make a volley, and she still made the volley because it hits the net, and she reacts, but she still misses the volley, and I'm thinking, oh goodness me, and Chen apologized, I think, every single time.
Yeah.
But 4 net chords against you. I mean, that's wild.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I mean, even if you get 1, because tennis is juices and advantage, even 1 is enough. But 4, and in a match that goes to a third set tiebreak, it decides the match basically.
Absolutely. She lost. She saved a match. Did Christian save a match point?
Maybe. I mean, it was pretty much 24 hours ago, or a bit less, but yeah, maybe. I mean, I lived through that match, but yeah, maybe.
Yeah. What time in the morning? That must have been morning for you.
Yeah, right now it's 1:10 in the morning, and that match was like 3 a.m. for me.
Do you live alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did. I was just checking that you didn't have a roommate that's never somehow been noticed on the channel before.
I've actually moved apartments certainly in the 3.5 years since I had the channel, but even in the last couple of months. By the way, I don't want to make this like a too emotional stream, but Jake Davis sent me this wonderful picture of me and Damien, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
Super nice. And so it's here, and it will occasionally be the backdrop for
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
But thanks, Jake. Yeah, and I spoke to Jake about this a few weeks ago when he sent it to me. He said, "Is that okay if I show this on the stream from time to time?" And he said he'd love it. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, it needs to be absolutely. Damien was such a key part of our society, in a sense, our team, and to tennis in general.
And by the way, Damien would be like, "Just get on with the stream."
Yeah,
he would be like, Don't Diane's up as a break in the third set.
I aspire to have near the capacity of his tennis brain.
You won't get close. You won't.
I won't. Yeah.
By the way, United last night. Did you see the match?
I was actually out drinking, unfortunately, so I was watching it.
You were out drinking.
I know how scandalous.
You can combine those two. I've done.
I know, but I was at a social event, so it felt rude for me to watch. But I was keeping one eye on United, and then
United were crap. We
were
crap, and we've been crap for 4 weeks, but it catches up with you actually.
Parry holds for 4-1, and now 2 games away. Easy enough.
Yeah.
Oh, it is night and day how different it is doing a stream with another person than it is doing it by yourself.
Yeah, I know.
I was really looking forward to I mean, she could still come back, but the prospect of Keys Williams would have been very entertaining.
Yeah.
But I thought Williams was supposed to be playing doubles with Layla, but I think they pulled out.
Oh, really?
I think they have. They weren't on the doubles draw.
Is Layla okay for the singles?
I'm pretty sure. I would assume she would have pulled out by now.
Yeah, because she's seeded, of course, I think she's like probably
I think
like
she's
31.
29, something like that. Because the Jarl is 31.
How about this, Fergus? Layla, Emma Raducanu, the US Open finalists of 2021. It feels like they're just gonna always be 20 to 35 in the world. Does that feel right for you, or are you gonna say, listen, Raducanu is gonna be world number one before you know it?
No, I'm going to tell you 20 to 35/40 is probably where they'll sit for the remainder of. Maybe one of them, maybe they'll both probably have a break into that top 20 for, maybe 6 months where they're ranked like 18 or, something like that by ways of natural progression, right? I'm pretty sure like when you have consistent results of like round 3s, like round 4s at these like sorts of events, like you get to that point and then you actually slowly gain more points than you lose just because you've won 1 or 2 matches in a week and then you move on. It's like I remember in the 2 years I properly got to watch Dan Evans on tour. I swear I actually saw him win maybe 3 or 4 matches and the guy was still ranked like 60 in the world every single time. I was like, he's not really going it. It's because his career sort of was always going to take a turn when he decided to go to the Olympics instead of defending his title in Washington. Lost obviously, but I think that was a very good decision from him in terms of Murray's legacy and just that attempt to try win that another piece of history. And it looked for a moment that we were going to have a very, very interesting Olympics, but yeah, there you go. Parry,
a double fault there from Williams, and obviously Parry killed the first serve. Yeah, fair enough. There was another player that I wanted to mention to you, but I forget who it is now. But yeah, I will just watch. Let's see how this point pans out because it could be love 40, but it could be also 50.
Ends with a backhand drive, boy.
Yeah.
Woo! That's big. It's big from Venus.
How's your tennis, Fergus? Like, are you a serve bot? Are you a...
No, I'm not a serve bot. I'm a grinder.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Yeah.
I think I would hate to... I play with a grinder. I play against a grinder from time to time. And on a clay court in particular, he drives me nuts. On carpet, by the way, which is what we play in Germany indoors. Love it. Because he just... Yeah. He can't quite grind enough.
No, on a clay, I love playing on clay because I'll run for forever and ever. I run a lot outside of tennis, so it may constant.
Have you done a half marathon or a marathon, by the way?
I have done a half marathon. Yes, I'm doing one.
What's your half marathon time? Just
1:37.
Ooh, very interesting.
Why is that very interesting?
Because mine's 1:36. That's my PB.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah. But this is 2015, so I'm not getting anywhere near that time now. So that's a target for you, Fergus. You'll get there because if you're already doing 1:37 at what? How old are you? 21?
I'm
20?
20. And I've only ever done a singular half marathon. My first half marathon was 1:37.
Yeah, you'll get there. Don't worry. But I just want to put that out there. 1:36. 1:36.
No worries.
I think 45 135. So the latter 136 is was my
Parry does have a double break, by the way, just in case we were
sorry.
worried
For
about
those of
this
you,
match. Yeah.
And she's 7th of the match.
My because my dad and what he used to do, he used to be insanely fit. So
Okay.
So all my targets are basically just trying to beat some of his PBs. But
Okay. Interesting.
you do know what my dad used to do, I think. Yes.
We've spoken about this, Fergus.
Yes, we have. Yeah, I'm just double checking.
I won't ever forget that. Fergus, you and I mean, I won't go into too much detail, but your father is someone I knew of 30 years ago, let's say. I'm reading magazines. Yeah. I was reading magazines certainly mid-90s. What's that? Yeah, so 30 years ago, yeah. I had subscriptions for magazines. I was a huge fan of sports in general. So I knew of your father, let's say.
That's very weird. How it all comes together.
A bit weird, yeah.
So I think it was one of the first
before you were born.
Yeah. One of the first streams I ever did. And you went, do you know about Felmersham? And I went, oh, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That wasn't one of the but it was early-ish.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's dangerously close.
Yeah.
You're it's like Nerland guessing where Damien lives in Poland.
Nerland, by the way, has been absent from. We were talking about him yesterday, and Jake and I in a stream. I think it was like, where the hell is he? Well, we were using other language, perhaps. Anyway, here we go. Nerland is serving. Diane Parry is serving.
Yes.
Nerland maybe in his dreams is serving for a match.
Yeah, I'm sure. 2 points.
Parry,
away, 2 points away. The win seems to be still pretty strong, but Parry seems to have dealt with it quite well in this third set. And now she's got 2 match points. 2 match points indeed. Well, it was a big effort from Williams to push this to a third.
I just feel like she needs to win things in straights these days, and that's
absolutely,
that's where we're at.
It feels as though, especially if you're having to put that much into a second set, you're not going to have anything in the tank for third. And there it is. Parry gets over the line, 6-3, 6-7, 6-1 versus Venus Williams. I love how Williams is the only person on tour to shake hands instead of like they shake, like properly shake hands instead of I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean. Like it's very
embrace.
Yeah, it's very old fashioned.
Do you know about the Williams in particular? I think Serena Williams, but I think both Williams sisters' relationship with Indian Wells is a bit fractured. I'm going back 15 years.
Yes. I think I do remember something about this actually. Yeah, I remember reading something about it.
It's been a hate-love relationship. Let's put it that way. That's with Indian Wells. But anyway, Diane Parry wins 6-3, 6-7, 6-1. The second set was a bit of a race away. But before I let you go, Fergus, I just want to get your thoughts on some of the results that we've seen over the last 24 hours. And let's just begin with just a quick word on João Fonseca, who I thought was actually pretty good yesterday against Rafael Collignon.
Well, Collignon is someone that isn't to be underappreciated. Absolutely. But Fonseca has won 1 match in 4 months. So I'm sure we're kind of looking at that as a...
But he said something pointed afterwards, Fergus, which I think is important. I feel good now. I feel the first time this year I feel good. So
good.
Like he said that, like physically, mentally, I think he hasn't felt great over the first 2 months of the year.
Yeah, and I don't doubt that. When you can't really have a proper crack at defending your first ATP title, and you are left in a situation where you are your career high is snatched from you very quickly and you can't do anything about it, it feels unfair. And I'm sure he's at a place now where he's fully reset and he's gone, I can really start this year now. I didn't play Australia, you know, where he really kick-started his career, right? Beating Rublev in straights.
Damien wouldn't like he would say,
Oh,
don't
as
forget
in his
yeah. I get it.
In terms of his mainstream career, we all know of the stuff he was doing. Well, we know of the stuff he was doing beforehand, but a casual fan will have first heard of Fonseca when he beat Rublev at the AO. Am I correct?
Yes.
There you go.
Okay.
So this is it's a very good win for Fonseca. Shuts Pavy up for at least a couple of weeks. And it gives him a building block or something to go off. I don't know who he has in round 2.
Khachanov.
Ooh.
I think it's interesting. I think it's a free hit.
Karen is very hit and miss these days.
And I think it's a free hit for Zhao. If Zhao wins, it's not a bad start for the year. In a way. Like it's if he loses, Khachanov is he's a great player. Yeah. And actually it's a good level test for I think Zhao's 2026. In like, you know, he's had issues this year and we know about those, and Rio is going to be an issue for him, I think, in many respects. But I don't think he was 100% healthy going into the AO. But yeah, I think it's a semi-free hit for Zhao if he wins. And by the way, his forehand against Collignon was just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like Carlos's forehand. Like, it has the potential to be as big if it isn't as big already, right? But his physicality is his biggest issue at the moment in terms of just building the strength into his game and incorporating his strengths into like a full. When he plays like he needs a couple big 5-setters. Like to really kind of cement that belief in himself that he can go big for a long period of time. For me, when he's firing massive forehands at 5-all in the 5th, then everyone will start going, this guy's the real deal. This guy, because everyone at the moment is jumping on the bandwagon of, he's won 1 match in 4 months. Mensik and Tian are so much better than he is. Let's just go shit on Zhao
and
Fonseca.
also, by the way, the 4 months thing is like they're obviously doing the best they can with the calendar. Yeah.
Like, oh, come
November,
on,
December, and all that.
We for real, we just rinsing this. Yeah, like.
Yeah. By the way, I'm just having a quick look at some random results, some of which I should have been aware of. Jacob Fernley winning in straight sets over Jamur.
He was excellent today. Like, that's his first.
This is the first I'm seeing it. That's all.
First ATP win since October.
Okay.
The guy's form has been
not
bad.
Great. Yeah.
Bad. No, we're past not good. It's bad. It was bad.
I'm giving you some expressions.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, he's But I honestly did not see it coming. He last 2 weeks he lost back-to-back round 1 in challenges. So, yeah.
Dimitrov at Mane, is that today or yesterday? That's today, right?
That was today.
Yeah. So Dimitrov setting up an Alcaraz match.
Also, Dimitrov getting revenge for the Acapulco loss last week.
Yeah. That's good. I'm just seeing some results come. Like Buyers beating Cheng as well. Okay.
Berrettini put in a pretty marathon effort.
That was yesterday. Yeah. Berrettini, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's a good thing for Berrettini to be struggling to that extent to win that match. I mean, it's great that he wins, but I don't know. I'm a bit worried for Matteo. Like, as in, like potential Wimbledon winner, like that mentality. Like, that's the ceiling we should be looking for, and I don't know if we're ever going to get close to that again. like a Wimbledon semi or Wimbledon quarters?
Maybe. I mean, if we're talking about this, probably should talk about Hubie.
Oh my goodness me! Losing in straight sets to Kovacevic today, albeit 2 mega tiebreaks. I'm just looking at the results, by the way. Yeah, and that was a potential round 3 for Djokovic, I think. So
Yeah.
I guess that's a little easier for Novak potentially, but maybe it's just where
Now,
Hubie just suddenly gives us hope, and then he just takes it away.
I mean, how good was he at the United Cup, and then suddenly it's like,
Exactly, and then Australian Open, boom.
yeah, rubbish. Well, I say rubbish. Ethan Quinn was very good, but again, we're like, it's a very Hurkacz loss in that sense. We're talking about a guy who's won 2 Masters titles. Like, he's like, this guy is good, and he
Very good. And
Wimbledon
also
semi-finals.
Wimbledon is just Wimbledon is just for there.
It was the match against Feast where he was he injured himself. He injured his knee. It was his knee at Wimbledon 24.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing a watch along with Damien for that. Oh my goodness, yeah.
I was there.
Point or oh, you were at that match.
I was.
Oh my goodness.
On court 3.
Yeah, it was an outside court. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very loud. It was very loud.
You heard him scream, yeah?
Well, no, as in it was French people, and then in terms of everything mixed together was
okay, yeah. But but he was he messed himself up like
big time. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, I remember doing a watch along with that with Damien at the time. It was like all sorts of things were going on, and
Taylor Townsend,
go on.
She's racking up wins. 6-2, 6-1 against Buskova. That's a good win.
Yeah.
Kruger 1-4 versus Lynette. Wow, that's a very good win for Ashley Kruger, actually.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that now. I was looking at the scoreline. Yeah, Lynette. I like Lynette, but I feel like there's moments that Vekic won in straight sets as a wild card. She's a wild card as well, which I thought was a bit wild. Without to sound too clever, but
she's 100 and something in the world now, isn't she?
I know, but I don't know why she got a wild card for Indian Wells. I don't know.
Siegerman did win in 3. She's the queen of 3, so she sets up the Svitolina.
Oh yeah, beating Marchenko.
Siegerman versus Svitolina in round 2.
Oh, okay, that could be fun.
Yeah,
I think Svitolina wins, but yeah, that could be fun.
Siegerman's always interesting.
Sonny Cartal winning in straight sets today means that she's I think she's a really good tennis player.
Yeah, no, she plays with such margin that she's very tricky to play against. She said in an interview she did like before her really like first proper year on tour that this was her favorite part of the year because she really likes the Indian Wells conditions. Made round 4 last year as a lucky loser, and now she's obviously doesn't have to go through qualifying. So yeah, she's doing nicely. She's sitting around 50 in the world, something like that.
There's one other match that I just want to speak about before you go. It's Sinner, Yannick Sinner on the men's side. He's playing a qualifier, I think, in the next round, right? He's playing Svrajina, I think, and I'm going to say that in a terrible Czech.
That was very interesting.
Yeah. So he's come through 3 matches, right? He's beaten Kruger, Kopshiva, and Duckworth in the first round, and he's not dropped a set. Do you know? Because I have to say I don't know a lot about.
Yes, yeah. Let me do a very quick.
I'm doing the same as you. So he's 109 in the world. He's moving on up, but he's a young boy. This is where RIP Damien will be like, oh my goodness me, I've never heard of this guy.
This guy's literally like the next big thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Lost in 5 to Munar at the AO.
Okay.
4.5 hours. maybe had a match point even. Please hold.
Hey. Good research. Oh, wait, just
did
quick.
have a match point. Oh, was 5-2 up in the fourth versus
5-2
Munar.
up in the fourth, and then lost the match.
Yeah.
So maybe I need to speak to Juame to decide what kind of a player he is. Well, anyway, he's going to be playing Yannick Sinner next. I mean, he's played 4 matches. I always have a sort of go-to rule in tennis, which is like wild card versus qualifier. Like, I don't care who the wild card is. I don't care who the qualifier is. I will all just say that 75% of the time the qualifier wins.
Yep.
That's the first sort of go-to thing I have. So I have no idea. That's how I'm at. And listen, he's won 3 matches and he's going to be playing down at Yannick Sinner. It doesn't mean he's going to be winning the match or maybe even the set, but he's enjoying the conditions in Indian Wells, and he's there on merit, even if he's 109 in the world.
I think it's funny that he's played that little on the ATP side that his photo is him clearly in a suit and not him playing. As you can see, his photo is.
Yeah. I see it.
It's him smartly dressed for a photo instead of him playing.
By the way, the Google photos of players is what De Minaur looks about 12.
It's the. I always remember the Nori one. He has really long hair, and he looks like 13. They choose a bit random photos.
Fergus, before you go, and before we all go, I'm going to give you a choice to win Wimbledon on the men's side in 2026. Here we go. You can have any one of these players winning Wimbledon. Cam Norrie, Jack Draper, Jan Hoinski, Liam Brody. Any other men's British players I should be throwing into the mix?
I mean, there are many. I'd actually
Tim Henman.
Tim Henman, yeah. Andy Murray. We could actually just bring back Murray for one year and just.
But let's okay. I shouldn't have said Tim. Let's keep it to active men's players.
I
know who I choose.
You choose Norrie, and I know you would.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, I think it'd be absolutely fascinating if. I mean, the problem is
this is fantasy. This is fantasy league.
Yeah. I'd absolutely love. I'm not going to choose because I don't care who wins. If one of them wins, I'm very
Jack Draper has a chance to win it for the next 15 years.
Yeah, but
Cam Norrie doesn't.
Yeah, well, I think you could say even less for Liam Brody.
Yeah. Well, I actually wasn't really thinking of Liam Brody. I would take Liam Brody for sure. Above. I'd take Liam Brody above every player on the planet, almost. But yeah.
Yeah. Right. But I think we should probably call it there. Otherwise, we could talk all night.
Should. Liam Brody winning Wimbledon. Yeah. I think we should.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Big thanks for joining us today, Fergus, although you were here throughout pretty much, along with Carson as well. And to everybody else, you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.